happened last night, man? Last night wasn't that good. It wasn't a lot of people.
No, cool. I was hoping I didn't miss out on nothing, man. My stomach was super fucked up.
You were fucked up?
No, my stomach was like.
Oh, what'd you eat?
It was like some McDonald's, man.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, I had this shit like all day. I was like, oh.
That sucks. No, man. Last night was decent. It wasn't that bad. John went up. He did a good, decent set. I went up and did a decent set. But I feel like it was like barely anybody. It's only like a few people sitting in the back. It was very empty. I think it said tonight we have that murder mystery thing that we have to do because we promised Heather we would do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be. We're trying to figure out if we can leave early. She was like, "Well, it's typically 2 hours." I was like, "Heather, we're trying to do open mic tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to go out there."
I mean, you promised her though.
No, yeah, we promised her to be it, but I thought because it starts at 7:30, I thought like it's from 7:30 to 8:30. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna leave from there, get to Holistic around 9:30, 9 something. You know, sign up late at the list and just do open mic. You know. But apparently this was the last 2 hours, so I told her, "Look, man, kill me off early. Kill me as soon as they get in there." You know what I'm saying? So we can get the fuck out of there because I'm trying to be nice, but
is John doing it too?
Yeah, John's doing it too. So we both got to go tonight. His girlfriend seems like a nice girl, but John, I feel like John's gonna. I'll send her a text. I feel like John's gonna beat her. You know, he's too big compared to her. He's a big guy compared to this. Whatever. Anyways, we'll cut that out. Anyways, damn, bro, how much you smoke? Your eyes are chinked, man.
Nah, man, bro, my eyes look like this all the time.
Nah, bullshit. Now we're at the fucking open mics. You seem like alert. Using refractor fucking words and shit, you know?
Well, it's because I'm in a different headspace, man. Like when I'm doing like comedy, it's different. Like I could be like 3 days no sleep, but like if I'm getting ready to do like open mic, like it's different. Like I'm fine, okay? Because I don't know something.
You look like you ate an edible right before you got here, and then you smoked another one right before you got here too.
It wasn't even like a big.
That's why you took so long because you were smoking.
Like a small bowl. Nah, she called me and was just like.
You have to turn around.
No. She just wanted to like check up on like shit at home.
Oh, at the house.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I think she's supposed to be probably. I don't know what time she's supposed to get back. You know, later on tonight.
Oh, she's working at the furniture place still.
Yeah, but no, she's out of town right now.
Oh, she went out.
Yeah, she went to go visit her sister in New York.
Oh, your girl's from New York?
No, so her sister moved to New York to like teach dance and shit.
Teach dance.
Yeah, like dance studio. She got like a master's degree in it.
You can go to school for that?
Yeah, bro. Like, how do you think all these choreographers and shit like that?
Yeah, there's guys that just pop and lock in at the house like John did, you know? I was telling his parents I want to pop and lock and grunt, you know? And they end up, you know, following their dream and going somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure some people started like that, but now, I mean, since then, like, people have like paved the way, made like institutions and programs and stuff.
To go to school for that?
To go to school for that.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. You know what I'm going to school for? Cutting hair.
I thought about that too.
Just like have a little side gig. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, $20 come to the house. Because right now the haircuts, dude, it's like $30, $35. I took my son and just us alone was $100. And so I don't do anything with my beard either. I was like, dude, you know, and that's haircut plus tip. You know, if you're charging $40 for a haircut, you don't deserve no damn tip. You had enough. You know what I'm saying? You grabbed that up for me. You're good.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it depends on, like, the skill level, you know?
Yeah, it took you an hour, right? $40 an hour is really fucking good. That's a top fucking pay. You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to give another extra? And then the tip, it has to be like $10. You can't just give a $5 tip. You seem like a douchebag trying to give a $5 tip. So you always give a 10 and you end up spending 50.
I mean, you pay what you get you
I get you. We're talking from a guy that doesn't get haircuts, I guess, but you don't.
Boy, I used to get a haircut, man. Yo, my barber, he's cold, man. Like, he's really good. But
where'd you go?
the fuck that spot? He opened up so he used to like move around to different spots around here.
Here in Clarksville?
Yeah, and then he's got a spot on fucking Tiny Town at the bottom, like right up the street from where Pink Lady used to be. If that makes any sense.
The right before you get to at the street from Fort Campbell.
Yeah, so like, you know, the intersection where Tiny Town is, where it's like 100. Yeah, so like you go up and it's on the left hand side, and it's like right before a fucking like rim or tire shop.
Okay.
And yeah, his name is Zeke, man. Like he's cold, man. Like he takes his time and shit like that. Like he's really good at it.
So I'm saying, go to school, get your barber license, just do barber shit aside. It's good little money. My sister makes a shit ton of money. I think
Yeah.
she makes over 100 grand a year.
Yeah, see what
Being
I'm
a
saying?
barber.
Like barbers, yeah, man. Like, and the better you get, and then you can like market yourself and
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
If you get a little van and shit, be like, hey, do mobile haircuts. Mobile haircuts
Yeah.
will really. I think that's the only business where it should be mobile. It shouldn't be like at a set place. It should be appointment based, and because you don't get a haircut all the time, and how easy it would be instead of taking your time out of your day to go all in your car, drive it to this place, wait inside a fucking waiting room, to be like, hey, listen, come to my house. Then I'll pay the $50. They come to my house, tell me what time. I don't have to wait anywhere. I just wait in my house, chilling. They come pull up, go in their van, get a quick haircut, get out, pay them.
Yeah, but that's like you know what I'm saying? What about like the other 300 people that live right there in that vicinity that go there to get their hair cut?
My haircut guy's right here too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about like location, you know? So like, yeah, you might have to travel, but like for them, like it's good because they're in a good spot. Like, imagine if you had like a barbershop by an airport. You get business all day, every day.
Imagine you were mobile by the airport and you're like, hey, listen, I got a 1 hour, I have a 2 hour layover. You come by, yeah, park at the fucking thing, come into the thing, boom, you park inside into the airport terminal and you fucking get a haircut. All right, bro, have your merry way. That would be dope.
Yeah, but if you're like one of like two barbershops in that immediate area, people are gonna come to you because there's only one of two. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, like, no, like, you make the shit work for you. Like, I don't give a fuck about going to other people and being like, if I can open my business right here and I can get business just from everyone that's around here, like, I'm gonna be here. And if I have a good business and my business is like one of a kind, there's nothing around, people are gonna travel to my business because there's nothing like it, or there's not much like it, there's a limit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, make the shit work for you. Like, yeah, the mobile shit's cool, I think, starting out, but you always see people who do mobile shit, they eventually, whether it be like cutting hair or food, they always settle down into a shop because that's where the real money is.
I get it. But I think mobile's a lot. I think about if
you just like to travel, you just like to travel. Like,
yeah, but I think it's just easier because I just make my appointments. You get me? I know I don't have to be. I just hate people that walk in places, right? I hate walk-ins, right?
Yeah, but you can set your appointment. You can eliminate that. Like my barber Zeke, he doesn't do walk-ins. You have to make an appointment.
Yeah.
So you have to get in contact with him. You have to get his information, and then he'll give you his available dates or whatever. And like that's when you go.
I go to JV's right here down the street, and some Puerto Rican people, and
everybody's been a bitch just chilling, like
Yeah, it's sometimes there's walk-ins available, right? So like I'll be getting to have an appointment, and like he already have like, hey, listen, you got here like 5 minutes late, so I got my walk-in. I did this guy walk. I said, dude, you just put another fucking 45 minutes on my time because I was like a minute late or whatever, right? Or I was outside. Or I got here early, but you already started another haircut before you got here. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's so that's just him being shitty.
Yeah, they're good. There's a good barber. It's a good barber place. I like it.
Yeah, but that's like 5 minutes, like.
Yeah, so like I went one time and I made an appointment, and I'm not saying anything about the people. I like the place, but I went there for appointment, right? And like my appointment was at 10 o'clock, and I got there at like 9:55, right? I walk in, and a dude had walked in before me, and he was already starting to cut his hair. I said, why would you cut his hair if you knew you had a haircut like 5 minutes after that? You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, man, I just got this guy, and then you're next. And I'm like, I had to wait till fucking 11 something for me to start my haircut. I'm like, dude, there's no point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have not. So that's the shit I hate about places like that, because you gotta walk in. They have walk-ins, but if you only do appointments, then that's good. I like appointments. So the dude does appointments only. That's good.
Weird, because like being a barber, I think, man, like the business, like they're just renting those booths in those buildings to cut hair. Like they're just renting.
Yeah, I know how it works. Yeah, it's weekly rent. Yeah,
and it's your business. You run it how you want to run it. Like if you're good at, but that's the thing. Like you can't be like a dog shit barber and be like, yo, I'm doing appointments only. Like I'm not gonna wait for an appointment for you to fuck my shit up. Like,
yeah,
no, I come in.
You're not that good. You should be everything. You should be fucking paying me to come get haircuts. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like if you got like the skill and the talent behind it, then yeah, like you can do those things.
It'd be crazy to have appointments, have walk-ins for mental health. Let's say you're gonna go see your fucking therapist, and you walk in. He's like, hold on, I just got this guy walking. Give me like an hour. Wait outside with your problems.
I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of mental health, like
I'm just being retarded. Dude.
No, I'm just saying. I'm sure there's probably
actually about it. You're like, that's a good idea.
Well, no, I'm saying there is like some sort of like resource like that where you just walk.
Yeah, you call and tell them I'm about to kill myself, and they talk to you.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure there's other shit where like it's just you can walk in. I mean, like schools they have that. Basically, you can just walk in and talk to like counselors and shit. That's basically what that is.
I knew this guy. I don't remember his name, but I knew this guy. He used to work at a like one of those hotlines. You know what I'm saying? Like those I'm
The
gonna kill myself
suicide
hotlines, suicide
hotlines.
hotlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said some crazy shit once. The guy was like, "I'm gonna kill myself," and the guy was trying to talk to him, whatever. And all he heard was just like boom in the background. Dude was flat. Like there's no call. You get me? And he said, "I don't know how to." You know, how do you live with your day? Because you're supposed to like help the dude or help the person. You know, like dude, that sucks. I was like, did you guys FaceTime? Was it like what? He's like, no, bro, it's on phone. I was like, FaceTime would have been cool. At least he would have been, able to see the whole situation. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe.
You're like, yo, what the fuck's going on now?
Like, I don't know, maybe like it'd be interesting to see. Like, I'd be cool seeing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want it to happen, but like it'd be pretty interesting. I feel like.
I feel like I should smoke just so I can be in the level you're at because you're so high. I don't even think you're here. That's like we're talking. Like you're in the moon. I'm over here on Earth.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't know what you want me to say. Like, would you rather see this dude kill himself on FaceTime, or would you rather not see him kill himself? I mean, I'd rather the dude just not kill himself. But if he's gonna do it, I don't know. Like maybe have it like recorded so I can watch it on like Live Leaks or something.
You're gonna, yeah, I remember Live Leaks.
So I can at least feel a little better about myself.
Live Leaks would be good. Damn it, I remember when Live Leaks used to be out? They're not out anymore, man. You used to watch everything. You ever seen Ron.com?
Yeah, bro, that was like the first.
Yeah,
anything.
I was a kid and I remember seeing all the fucking like dead people and like body parts, pictures of like cut off arms.
The dude who got hit in the head with the helicopter propeller.
Really, was one on there like that?
Yeah, bro, like he got, cause like like the fucking the fucking
propellers, yeah,
they dip.
Yeah, they
right on the end, and so the dude, I guess he got too close. Where they were like at their lowest point, and fucking just whacked them in the face. And then, bro, I be seeing shit, bro. I was like, Facebook sometimes be having some crazy shit. Like when I say Facebook, I remember one time I watched a video of like this dude in Africa, like the whole village was beating the shit out of him. He's just walking down the street, and then they put a tire on him and light him on fire. Bro, shit was real.
I don't see it on Facebook. I see more on Instagram. I see a lot of weird videos like that on Instagram. Like there was a lady that they burned because she was a witch. She was running around and they just started throwing fucking gas on her and lit her up. And she was like, ah. I was like, yo. I was like, how the fuck? I was like, how did you upload this? Like, there's no like nothing on Instagram. It's like, hey, hold on. It's gonna be kind of crazy content, but they let you post anything, dude. I've seen that. I've seen porn on Instagram. I've seen porn on fucking Twitter, not Twitter, X, whatever. Like stuff like that. I'm like, dude, these people are wild. Bro.
It's the Wild West. Now. You can do anything. I see a lot of death on Instagram, bro. A lot of people. You ever seen those? This one I always tell everybody. You ever seen one of those steel rolls? It's like a roll of steel. They put on the back of the trucks to transport them, whatever. Yeah. I guess they use them for a bunch of shit. Well, I don't know. It's like made it look like China because everybody looked Asian. But one of them fell off the forklift, right? And it was rolling down the hill. And this idiot fucking truck driver tried to stop it with his hands and he just squished them flat. It was like almost like one of those cartoons. It was just like flat, completely on the ground, on the asphalt. This guy was like, "Oh my god!" The guy was like, he was like stuck on the ground, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I wonder how it just sounded like." The guy, just whoosh, you see like all his blood splatter on the ground, and we just splatter him. This thing's like 40,000 fucking pounds. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. Well, I don't know why he's like. He was just trying to stop it because it was coming towards his truck. I guess he was like, I'll save my truck. I don't want my truck to get fucked up. Nah, man, fuck this truck, bro. Dude, fuck that. I'm jumping out the way. I'm telling the company to pay for the fucking truck. Y'all motherfuckers let that shit roll down the hill and hit my truck. I see one like that, and I see one of a I know it was India or Pakistan, whatever. They look Indian or some shit, wearing weird clothes. And the guy was on a fucking, on one of these, the buses. I guess it was his transport bus. And it was traffic. And so he got out to smoke a cigarette, right? And this guy in a tow truck, like the ones with the flatbed tow trucks, was in front of him. And I guess his truck started rolling back a little bit. And the guy was trying to stop it with his hands because he wanted to hit his van. And it went and it just fucking took his fucking head off like that. And it just got stuck between the van and the fucking car, like the tow truck. And they moved forward and his fucking head flopped and fell on the ground. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ. You see all this fucking stuff out? Man, I seen this video because my boy, he's a cop in like upstate New York, and so like he be getting access to like all this crazy shit.
Crazy videos?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, really?
He sent me this was one, man. It was like I don't know where it was. It was like these two group of guys were like getting ready to fight or whatever, and like I think like New York, New Jersey, somewhere. It was like summertime, and like the one group was harassing the other group. They were trying to like walk away, leave, but like one dude from this group was like turn around facing them, like, "What's up, bro? Like, come up here.
Yeah.
I'll kill you." You know, and like I guess they ain't believe it. So like two dudes from this group, they ran up and like he just whipped out a knife, boom, stabbed one dude in the throat, just like bam, like quick, just like poke.
Yeah, like that, like straight, just a small knife or like a fucking.
It was like a small, like sharp ass knife, just fucking right there in the neck. And then like that dude just stopped walking, and the other dude was just like, oh, you know, trying to watch out for the knife. But like no one really like realized like that dude just got poked in the neck.
Like a fucking juggler. Almost.
Yeah, bro. And then like all of a sudden he just starts like trying to like speak, like blood starts like spilling out his mouth, and blood just starts pouring from his hands, and then before you know it, man, that motherfucker's bled out. And then man, it was this other crazy one. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. It was on a Ring camera. It was like in New York, I think like Buffalo or some shit. It was this fucking crazy white people, bro. Crazy white people. So this husband and wife, they were arguing with this dude that stayed across the street from them about some shit, and they're just like beefing, calling each other all kind of crazy names and shit. And like the both husband and wife is out here going off at the mouth of this dude. He's returning the shit, and they're like shoveling snow, like the two parties, and then like I forget what the fuck set it off. So he goes away. And they're like out here fucking around doing their shit. And then he comes back out of his, you see him come back out of his garage. This motherfucker's got a rifle, an assault rifle. And he just starts fucking, just starts shooting at them. Yeah, bro, fucking, he like drops a wife in the middle of the street. And she didn't die immediately. And then like the husband's trying to like run and shit. And he's like running behind the car. And the dude's just like, bah, bah. He's like, you should have kept your fucking mouth shut. Bah, bah, fuck you. I'm just like going, I'm like, oh my God. He walks back to the wife in the middle of the street and it's fucking, you know, you stupid bitch, you should have shut your fucking mouth. And he fucking pulls out like a pistol. It's like, bah, bah.
Shoots her too?
Yeah, bro. Like the craziest shit ever. Then he goes, and then like, that's the video kind of cuts after that. But eventually, like, fucking police show up. It's like a standoff and he like killed himself in his house.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Yo, people fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, people crazy, dude. I seen the gang ones a lot. You ever seen like the dudes on live and they get shot when they're on live?
Nah,
I saw one of the
cartel videos and shit.
I seen a dude. This dude, I don't know where he was, but he was like on live talking shit to some other dude, whatever. And so I just hear guns like pop, 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 pop. He's like moving his shit, but I guess his phone doesn't move. I like I stand, and he's like shot in the chest, right? So his lungs are filling up with blood, and he's like, good. He's like trying to say get help, and he's choking and shit. And he's like, I was like, dude. And the other guy in the live was like, oh man, fuck, like off working. Where are you at? I was like, bro, he's dead, bro. Just
that's crazy.
Let him die in peace, bro. Like, people are wild, man. People don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. That's why I don't be trying to get into beef with nobody, man.
That's why I carry my gun everywhere, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't talk to nobody. I don't get no beef. I just carry my gun. If some shit happens, I'd rather go to jail than die. I'm telling you like that. I'm gonna fucking shoot the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'll take a couple years over fucking being dead.
Just being dead, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. The reality is, I'm sure if you shoot, I don't know how the law really works, but I know that you can, if somebody's trying to kill you and you shoot them and you kill them, you're still gonna go to jail for something, right? You're still gonna go to jail for a couple months or a couple weeks or whatever until they, you have to go to trial and kind of look to make sure it was justified, right? I don't know how it works.
Not necessarily. I mean, like, it doesn't necessarily have to go to trial. Like, they can determine in their investigation, like, if they can't determine, like, whether, like, within their investigation, whether, like, there was some shit.
Foul play or whatever,
and, like, it might have to go further. Like, within their investigation, usually shit like that, like, I feel like self-defense, like, you can kind of just tell, like, it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're still gonna take you downtown. Hey, listen, we're gonna just make sure
it's an investigation. Talk to you.
Investigation, yeah. But I'm because I see shit like I know where we're at right now. It's a stand your ground law. Like, if somebody comes at you at your fucking house or whatever, you can shoot them and shit. Like, you're allowed to. But I'm sure even if you shoot them, they still have to be like, hey, listen, we're gonna take you in. We're gonna find out. Put some handcuffs. Like, we don't know what's going on. You're still gonna have some shit going on. I don't think it's just gonna be like, all right, so you kill this guy, he tried to go, okay, no problem. Like it's not gonna be like that, you know?
Yeah, no. I'm saying like, but they're not gonna like arrest you. Like they're gonna like detain you so they can figure out exactly what happened. But like within that investigation, I'm sure they can determine like, hey, this is because like also I'm pretty sure there's like I think like the castle law or some shit like that. There's like a
I don't know what
castle.
that is.
Basically, like the fuck is it's like someone like if someone's breaking into your house, you can like kill them or some shit, but you have to be um you have to hide. Like you can't be actively trying to kill the intruders in your house. Like you have to be trying to get away from them.
Like yeah, you have to try to get away. I saw the shit that gets me the most, and I laugh. This is the funniest ones that I see is like dudes or kids that break into somebody's house, and like the person inside kills them, and the parents or the sister gets on air, or whatever, and use. Oh, they get that for the dude that was trying to break in. He was just a nice guy. He wanted to be a fucking football coach one day, and they took him from us. It's like no, he's an idiot. He decided to break into somebody's house. The dude had a gun and killed him. Like I saw one. It was in Florida a long time ago on the news. The kid was 17. Him and his friend. They were both 17. They were in high school, and they broke in with a gun. Right? They had a gun, an armed robbery. Broke in, and they tried to rob the dude. Right? And the dude came out, got a gun, and shot them both. Right? Killed the kids both. And they found out the dudes were 17. They were high school. They were seniors. And the mother and sister were like crying, saying they were nice boys. They never did anything wrong. It's like, dude, they were actively breaking into somebody's house. It's not the first time they've done it. And then had a gun too. Like, come on.
They can still be nice boys and still be robbing people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I'm guessing at home he's a nice kid, right?
Yeah, like.
But in reality, he's a criminal. He's a fucking criminal, bro. Like you don't just see. We all did dumb shit when we were kids, right? Like me, I stole candy, right? That's my thing. I used to steal candy, right? But I wasn't going to people's houses to rob them with guns. I didn't even know what a gun was when I was fucking, 16, 17. I've seen them before, but I didn't have one. I had no intentions of even grabbing one.
That's crazy. That's like I grew up around guns.
No, not me, man. My dad didn't have gun. My dad had a shotgun in the house, but we weren't allowed to touch it. But I wouldn't grow up. I didn't start getting into weapons until I joined the military. That's why I was like, oh shit, now I have a whole bunch of guns. I have a fucking, fucking safe full of guns, But I don't go around fucking trying to rob somebody. And somebody's fucking people are crazy, dude.
No, people
bring it to the wrong fucking house. You know what I'm saying? And not even that. My fear is I bring it to the house. This is my fear. I bring it to somebody's house, and the guy's way bigger than me, right? And instead of killing me, he beats the shit out of me. And then he decides, I'm gonna break this motherfucker's legs and just start breaking your arms and legs for no reason and shit, kicking you, and you die there from a fucking beating. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to rob the whole?
Yeah, no.
The fuck?
Bro. People are fucking crazy. What the dude's like 6'2", 300 fucking pounds, right? We don't know anybody. He might do jujitsu, might be a fucking fighter somewhere or whatever. You break into his fucking house, try to rob him, and he's like, I'm not even gonna fucking kill. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Just destroys your body.
That's where you fucked up. You just breaking into random motherfucking houses.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I would at least study, scope out the fucking house I'm trying to break into so I know who the fuck I'm robbing so I don't run into a situation where a motherfucking giant.
So let's say you stake this house out, right? Let's just say you stake this random house. It's a little guy, probably him and his wife, whatever, right? There's no issues. And you're like, all right, they usually leave on Friday, all right. And you leave, you go home, and you're like, all right, Friday I'm gonna do it. You wait Thursday, and Friday you go break into this house, and you didn't know that the sister, right, or the wife or the husband, they have a brother or sister that's fucking humongous, and they're sleeping at the house. They came for vacation for a few days. They got there Thursday night, and you don't know. You break in, thinking they're gonna be gone Friday, and you like, they're gone. The car's not here, and you break in. This motherfucker's waiting on a couch, fucking in fucking underwear, going, this motherfucker's gonna break into this house, and he beats the shit. You're like, my miscalculations. Why? You're fucking getting your ass whooped. Then what?
Tricky picturing like a giant woman in her underwear just sitting on a tiny
couch. This is like the start of a porn fucking movie.
That sounds like a fantasy.
But you don't know, man. That's why I'd be scared, bro. I tell my kids all the time, like my son, because he be hanging out with some rowdy kids sometimes. I'm like, hey, man, if your friends try to do something stupid, bring it to a house or break somewhere, don't do it. You don't want to get. I'm not gonna fucking save you. You go to jail, you get killed. Like that's it. Your life's over, bro. I can't help you. You don't know. Everybody, especially where we live at, everybody has guns. And everybody's fucking trigger happy, waiting to fucking kill somebody. So shit, I know I am sometimes.
I think going to jail and getting raped was enough fear for me to just be like, I don't want to do none of that shit.
Going to jail and getting raped? You think you get raped in jail?
Hell yeah! Look at me, man. I'm rapeable.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I'm light skinned. I look soft.
No, because you're thin.
I'm not very big. Like I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'll get raped, but I think I'll have a lot of problems.
Yeah, you small, man. Nah, you just clicking with like the Latinos
Yeah,
and shit.
no,
You're
I'll
like,
try to, but like,
hey.
yeah, fucking, they were like, you're not really Mexican, so we're not gonna help you out, you know?
Like, yeah, you're Puerto Rican. Fucking,
I
fucking bitch.
wouldn't, I mean, I think, I don't know how Nashville jail is. I feel like it's a little softer than other places, maybe. You
I
know,
don't know. I mean,
Nashville.
jail is jail.
Prison is what that was scary, right?
Yeah,
Prison?
prison is scary.
Yeah, jail's just like a holding tank where everybody just sits at.
Yeah, like jail. I think like jail can be scary, but I mean, you locked up anywhere it would be terrifying. If I'm being honest, like I don't be fucking locked up all the time every day.
Yeah, I don't want to. I know this guy's in prison right now in Kentucky for child porn. This guy was in the military with.
Not having a good time in there, I'm sure.
No, I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not. That and he tried to solicit sex from a lady and her two kids, like incest sex. You know, like he wanted to fuck their kids and fuck her.
Yeah, he's having a really bad time.
So he's
That's a bad time.
when did he get? So it was in the military. I don't know if I told the story, and if I did, I'm sorry.
Wait,
but,
so he didn't go to Leavenworth?
no. So this is what happened. We were in our unit. They sent him off to Kentucky, Lexington to do this training, right? This is some special operations training about vehicles, right? And we get a call from one of our supervisors. Say, hey, listen, this guy's not coming back because he's going to jail. What happened? No, I guess he got caught with something, prostitution or whatever, over there in Lexington. No problem. So then the information comes out, right, that he was trying to solicit sex to a cop. Basically, the cop was running this sting on Craigslist, right? And he's trying to solicit sex from the lady and her two kids. Like he wants to have sex with both the kids and her. And they went back and forth until he went to go meet up, and it was cops, and they fucking put him in jail. And so the cops did an investigation. They sent it to the military, and the military decided to do their own investigation, and they found out that he had like child porn in his house, and he was like taking like dirty pictures of his kids, like him and his kids, like weird pictures and shit. And so then he had to serve time in Kentucky. When he was done serving time, then he's gonna serve time in the military prison. So he's doing double the time. He's gonna do time there when he's done. Like whenever he's fucking old, he has to come to this side, to the military side, and do his time there.
Man,
Apparently, yeah, that's how I read it.
When I had my TikTok, I used to watch these videos. This dude was like Colorado, like pet patrol or some shit like that, and they would go around and they would fucking like pose as like underage children on the internet and catch predators. And like this dude had like a body cam with like the harness and shit, and they was like, yo, like I would watch those videos and get like secondhand embarrassment. Like just watching that, like yo, one of them, this motherfucker was a cop and he was like an RSO or whatever, and he worked at a fucking school.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like they went to the school and like called him out and shit out in front of the school, like on duty. I'm like, oh,
wait, so these guys weren't cops?
No, they weren't caps. They weren't caps. They weren't caps. Fucking caps. No, they
it's
weren't.
that shirt you're wearing, bro. It's like country shirt. Go ahead. So they weren't cops?
They weren't cops. They were just kind of like, I guess, organized do-gooders.
I would love to do that. That'd be hilarious. Just
nah,
fucking...
bro. I would just, that shit. Because, man, like, and then, like, they would, so the thing is, you would either go to jail or you had to call someone and tell them what happened. And so, like, if you were married, they'd make you call your wife. It's like dudes would be calling their wives, like, telling them, like, hey, yo, I got fucking caught.
I think I've seen that. No, I've seen one like that similar, but it was cops, and the cops told told them, call your wife and let them know why you're going to jail. And he's like, hey, hey, where are you? And I could see that the frustration in his face because he's about to like ruin his 30-something year marriage. Why are you going to jail? It's like, oh, because I was soliciting sex to a minor. And like I drove all the way 2 hours over here to have sex with this 15-year-old kid. Oh my God, the embarrassment on his face, and his wife, 30, and she starts yelling, what? She was like, so, like, I'm sure it's more embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this guy that you for 30 fucking years been married to, he's, you know, going around trying to have sex with kids. Like, that is fucking wild, you know?
Like, he could have been having sex with, he could have, like, had sex with kids and then went and had sex with her. Like,
yeah, shit like that.
It's disgusting.
It's like, all these times you wanted me to dress like a schoolgirl, I know why, you know, shit like that. You never know, man.
Man, like, this dude, they was something, like I said, he would either call the police on them or like they would have to call someone and tell them like what happened and like yo like I mean like dudes calling their wives like fucking one dude was like an adult staying with his mom type of deal and he had to call his mom and like, his mom was like what the fuck
Oh,
you
I
know.
feel embarrassed for them. I mean, they're pedophiles. I don't give a fuck, but I feel like I could feel the
What's that
embarrassment.
embarrassment?
Fuck,
Like
dude,
imagine like
can you imagine like you get
you
not even. I'm not
innocent.
imagining getting caught with kids stuff. I just imagine getting caught with something
Just that
like just
feeling, though.
that feeling of getting caught. Like fucking hey, you know. Like you gotta like when you were like a kid and like you get in trouble, you get caught like doing some shit, and you're like, well, I know it's gonna it's just to it's gonna happen, you know. I gotta deal with it.
It's
I'm
gotta
fucked.
happen.
I can't. I gotta accept the fucking fate.
Yeah, but this is like, man, this is gonna follow you for life. Like, no bitch is ever gonna want to put her hands on you. Like, everyone's gonna want to fucking kill you no matter where you go.
Yeah. You and then you gotta be a registered sex offender, so you can't really like do anything. You can't be around schools. You can't work a certain place. You can't get jobs. That's the worst. It's like you can't get jobs at certain places, bro. Like where you now you can't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let's say your job is like being something that has to do with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking principal. Like oh, the principal from here, from fucking the principal from the high school across right here.
Rossview?
No.
Or not Rossview,
There's a high school across from me. So on that side,
northeast.
yeah, northwest or northeast, whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, a few years ago, and don't quote me this because I don't know like the exact story, but I remember that there was a principal. He lives in my neighborhood that he got caught like having sex with a minor, like a 15 or 14-year-old boy, right? With the high school, and he got fired, and it's like he had to move. Like he had to fucking move. He couldn't stay here, right? Because everybody knew where he lived at. So he just sold his house like within like 3 months and wrote out. So I'm like, where the fuck did he go? And like you still have to be registered, right? And I'm sure you're gonna serve some fucking prison time, you know, some jail time. You can't go far, right? So I was like, dude, you're never gonna be able to get a job. Where the fuck? All your education, all your time that you spend fucking becoming all the way to the principals. I'm sure it takes a long time to get there. For what? Because now you can't make that money again. You can't work there.
Well, also, I think too. I mean, like being a minor like that, yo, that's automatically rape, bro. Like rape already carries like heavy weight to it, you know, especially like when it comes to like jail time. So
rape, but is it rape if the kid wanted to do it?
it doesn't matter, like because the child is not a because the child is from a certain age, like
yeah,
it just there's no consent. Just like someone being intoxicated, like legally they can't give you legal consent if they're intoxicated.
And I'm not trying to advocate for the rapist or the fucking. I'm just asking like, because to me it's like when I was like 15, 16, right? I knew if I wanted to fuck or whatever. You get me? Like I knew. Like I wasn't like no, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I wasn't trying to fuck no man, but I definitely tried to fuck a few women, like actual grown women before, like 18, 19-year-old girls. You know, obviously that happened, but I tried to.
Yeah,
you know?
but like their brains are gonna be older people than you're gonna like people like that, like especially adults are gonna be they're just gonna be older and have like a more developed brain most of the time, and they're gonna be able to manipulate a 16-year. Like you could think that you're the most fucking top tier smart 16-year-old, but like adults still like there's just that intellectual gap that like you can still manipulate, and control. And that's usually what a lot of these people do is manipulate and control people and like, you know, these children into like doing these sexual acts or, you know, this weird, crazy shit. So like that's usually what it is manipulation and control more than like wanting to do so. Like looking back on it now, yeah, I would want to as a 6-year-old. Like if I had a finance like teachers who was putting the moves on me, like
boy, I used to think about my teachers when I was in middle school, boy. I had some good looking middle school teachers, man. Used to be like, it's just one chance. You know,
please, I won't tell.
Yeah, do you think it will be all hard and shit? The teacher be like, come do this math problem on the board. You'd be like, no, I'll take the F.
Yeah,
I'm not getting up. Not now, the stiffy. One of our friends, I remember a long time ago, he did that. He had a hard on, and he just got up, and he was like, hey, like in class. I said, what the fuck is going on here, dude? This fucking guy.
Yeah, that guy's going far.
I don't know what happened to that guy, but that was funny, man.
He's a CEO somewhere. That's what happened to him.
Like, no embarrassment at all. Dude, yeah, but I think about that like, fuck, that guy's life is over, man. Like, your life is not ever going to be the same. Like, that's it. You know, like, it's different when, like, if you kill somebody, you know? Like, you got to get some respect. You can't work in some places, but people kind of respect you, you know?
Or they're afraid of you.
I work with a guy at this packing plant, which is you pack tomatoes, right? And he was working there, too, and he was just out, like, 6 months from prison from killing somebody. He did 18 years killing. He's killed some dude who shot him, and I was like, so how he went there when he was a kid. Like he shot him when he was like 17 or 16, and he was trialed and had to spend like 2 years as a kid, like at a kid prison, right? He was telling me like it's in real prison, but it's just a room and you guys all sleep like together apparently, right? It's just like one room and you guys kind of go to the day room, you spend there all day, go back to your room, day room until you turn 18 and they transfer you to like the actual prison. And
a fucking incubation tank.
Yeah, it's like some shit like that, right? Because he said if you let the kids go out, they'll get raped and whatever, and they're fucking
murdered.
Yeah. So then he spent like the rest of the time in like regular prison, and he got out and shit. And I was like, dude, you killed somebody. He's like, yeah, you regret it. He's like, yeah, I mean, shit happens. I'm like, what? Shit happens.
Yeah. No, if somebody kills somebody, man, like it's a different level of respect. Like I know you will go that far.
Yeah, I know you go that far. And if you spend 18 years, right, and you're out, and now you're like, I know that your mind's already fucked, and you're like, I'd rather go back in. So you're looking for, because it's apparently, once you spend that much time in prison, like it's called a prison mentality, like you don't know anything else. And when you get out, you feel like you don't have a purpose. So you want to go back in because that's the life you remember. That's what you're used to for so long, right?
Yeah, and that's why the fucking rate of recidivism is so fucking high, because in prisons, they don't do anything to actually rehabilitate people inside of prison. They just want to keep people in prison. It's a business.
Yeah.
The more people you got in there, the more money you're making. Yeah. And so if you got people constantly coming back to prison, you're going to make money, and like that's why it's fucked that like prisons are a privatized industry. Like prisons shouldn't be like some privatized industry.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like some kind of business, whatever company. It should be governmental fucking. Once you're out, like they try to help you, like the military. Like when you're getting out, they kind of give you courses. Hey, you want to take this course, whatever, before you get out.
Man, honestly, man, like look at fucking Sweden, bro. Like Sweden, when it comes to prison, these motherfuckers got it figured out.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like there's a Netflix series. It's about like prisons and shit. I forget the fuck it's called.
Netflix series? I'm gonna watch it. What's it? You don't know what it's called?
It's about this dude who goes. So this dude, he went to prisons. He went to prison in England. Like he was wrongfully convicted for like X amount of years, and then now he's got a show. And he goes around the world to like different prisons. Some of them are like fucking horrible, like the world's worst, and some of them are actually like some of the best.
And what place that has the best? You said Switzerland?
Switzerland. Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Like
it's supposed to be nice.
Oh man, it's fucking dope. Like so the way they have it set up is like they have guards and shit, but it's set up like a fucking like a dorm almost. Like you can have like video games and TV.
No, the fuck way.
Oh, yes. Even like convicted killers, bro, they'll have like full set kitchens and shit. Like they treat. So the thing is, when you're in prison, bro, no one treats you like a human being, and so like you become feral essentially.
Yeah.
Whereas in Switzerland, they don't take that humanistic aspect away from prison. Like, yeah, you're in prison, you're already locked away, you can't get out, but it doesn't mean you're not a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you kill someone doesn't mean you can't be rehabilitated.
Yeah.
And so like they'll have like and it's just open, bro. Like they have doors, they can lock their own doors, they can and they be in the common areas chilling and shit. Like sometimes I think they can smoke cigarettes, I'm not sure. But and they can also choose, man, like if they don't feel like they're ready to leave, they can stay.
Of course. If you're living a life like, hey, listen, I finally got a place of my own. Like that's wild, bro. Like,
yeah, it's like Switzerland and a couple other places in Europe are like that. Like it's becoming more of a trend. Yeah, that's just the fact. That's like the fact of the matter. Like you treat these people like they're not human, they're gonna act not human. And then thus increasing the rate of recidivism. And so these people just get out, commit crimes, come back, get out, commit crime.
Yeah.
Eventually till they get to the point where it's just okay. Now you have to stay here for fucking life. Or you just have to stay here so much that like you'll probably die here.
Yeah, that's the sad part. When you stay until you die, it's like, yeah, you rot, right? But it's like, fuck, dude, you spend all your life inside this prison, and if like let's say you just have the luck of the draw, your body's super healthy, and you live like 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to like, because I see people get convicted for like 100 years, or like 2 consecutive life sentences, which is like 25 or something like that. And it's like, dude, you're gonna be there till you like. There's no way out. You're gonna die there. Right, so you're just waiting to die. You're like, all right, well, I'm fucking 80 years old. I know that I still can't leave. I'm fucking, no matter how much I appeal, my sentence is my sentence, and I'm gonna die here. Until you're in your deathbed, you're like fucking,
But imagine being 18, you go to prison for murder. They give you like 30 years. Yo, imagine going to prison for 30 years, leaving the world for 30 years, the world that you know it as it is now, and then you go away to prison, and then now you fucking come back. You're this fucking middle-aged man in a fucking world that is 30 years different.
That's why, because you don't get to see the outside world, which is crazy about prison. We're living in the same area, right? But you can't see that. I don't know if like they don't watch the news, like they don't watch any like stuff like the world doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not?
I mean, like some places they get access to stuff like that, like TV and stuff. But like, if you're just in a supermax prison, bro, like you're in a fucking cubicle for like 24 hours a day, 23 hours a
Yeah, make
day.
you go fucking crazy. No work, no nothing. You're dying to fucking go to work, make money. You don't make anything.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's how like Pelican Bay is. Like Pelican Bay, they have like fucking
Where's Pelican Bay?
California. It's like I forget where in Cali, but it's like a supermax prison, and they fucking
Come on, Alcatraz, that fucking place in the sun.
nah, bro. Pelican Bay, bro. No, Alcatraz.
San Quinn, what is that?
I mean, San Quentin, I think it's another prison there, but like not Pelican Bay is also another prison in California. But like, they have it's like a supermax prison, and they fucking have like these tiny little fucking cells and shit, and you get like 1 hour outside a day,
Ugh.
and then other than that, you're just in this fucking.
So that you go crazy.
Basically, it's like it might as well be a fucking tomb. You spend 23 hours in your tomb, you get 1 hour outside.
Yeah, and the 1 hour outside must go by so quick, bro.
Man, like fucking lightning.
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a jog, and then by the time you know it, you're ready back to fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them dudes don't even get that kind of free time. Some of them are like in cages and shit. Like you get a fucking cage, and you can like exercise in that little cage, and then like that's your 1 hour. Like if you're like really fucking, if you're like a stone cold killer, yeah, the motherfuckers like that, yeah. Like motherfuckers really be locked the fuck down in prison, and like I only know just because like I have like my mother was in prison, and like I know a few people who like been in
Oh,
prison.
you say your mom was in prison for what, like 20 years? What you said?
Nah, just 10.
10 years? My uncle was in prison for like 12 or 13 years for
Man,
arson.
shit got sucked, bro. For arson?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he burn?
Apparently a dollar store. He was like, I guess this was a story that I heard from my mom. Apparently he got in a fight with the owner of the dollar store or the manager, and he came back and he fucking burned the whole dollar store down.
That's
Or
wild.
convenience store. It was a convenience store, one of those. They got in a fight with him. He just went fucking mad. I see where like my anger comes from, right? Because I blow up sometimes. I don't want to burn nothing down. I don't want to go to prison, but I guess he didn't give a fuck, and he did like 15 years I was like 13 to 15 years in Rikers Island, New York. It's like, dude, that's fucking wow for arson. Like, yeah, give him a fucking 2 years. Arson. Nobody was in the fucking store.
Yeah.
15 years. That's like you.
I'd say no more than 5. Because like that is also that could be somebody's livelihood, you know.
Yeah.
And you just ruin that shit. Like,
Yeah, remember, since I was a kid, he was in prison. I remember him getting out until I was like 18 or 19. You know, it's like, dude, wild, bro. Wild fucking people.
my mother, she's got a crazy temper like that. So like when she was younger, I think it was like she was like 19 or 20 or some shit like that. So like back in Akron, Ohio, there used to be this gang. It used to be called like the Detroit Boys and shit because they stayed on like Detroit Avenue, whatever, and they sold dope, all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And so she used to be running with them. And one day they left her at the trap. Like it was just her and like her boyfriend's younger brother. He was like 16. And motherfuckers ran in there and robbed that bitch. And like they fucking started beating the little brother's ass. They made my mother strip butt naked. Fucking, yeah. Fucking threw her on the ground and shit. Fucking tied her up. And they fucking, and what was crazy was like when she was laying on the ground, she was like, I was looking at their shoes. She was like, there's this one pair of shoes that fucking, like, it caught my eye, like, you know, because so her ex-boyfriend, basically her ex-boyfriend is a motherfucker robbing him. Like, him and his boys is robbing him right now. But he's wearing the shoes that she bought him for, like, his birthday or some shit.
Yeah.
And so she peeked, was like, boop, 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 boop. Like, I know those shoes. I know who's doing this. I got you. And so my mother's, like, butt-ass naked, tied up on the ground. They leave after they take everything. And she, like, my mother's the type of a bitch that just, like, doesn't give a fuck. Like, she just really doesn't. She gets up butt-ass naked and runs, like, 2 blocks to, like, to where, like, her boyfriend, her current boyfriend is. And so she tells them everything that happens. They get mad. They fucking gather up. They get together. They go to her ex-boyfriend's house, but he stayed with his grandmother and, like, his daughter. Man, they set that bitch on fire.
The whole house?
The whole fucking house. Like, Granny and
She was in there?
Yeah, Granny and the daughter like barely made it out.
No the fuck way.
But mother was crazy, bro. She was on some wild
That's
shit.
wild. Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
And then like this dude that she was with, man, she said like he was like crazy, like because she has like I have a bad temper too, and she's like clinically bipolar, but like doesn't take any medication.
And where was this at? Like, where were you? Where was she living at when this happened?
Oh, this is Akron, Ohio.
In Ohio? Ohio gets down like that?
Yeah, bro. In the cities, man, like everybody thinks, like, bro, literally, like we have, bro, like Cincinnati, Columbus, fucking like Akron's like small, but it's still pretty crazy. Cleveland, like
I heard Cleveland gets a little wild, but
yeah, all of them cities get crazy like that.
Akron, Ohio?
Yeah, bro. Especially, bro, Cincinnati's wild too, man.
Cincinnati, I heard Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah, but nah, like I mean, because Akron is like not too small. I mean, it's not too far. It's probably like an hour south of. Like,
she didn't go to jail for doing that burning.
She didn't burn shit down, like, and then I guess nobody got caught.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna say? Like, yo, hey, they burned my grandma's house down because I fucking stole their money. And drugs.
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could still be like, hey, they burned the fucking house down or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And then now they're probably just gonna actually kill you.
Yeah. I mean, that's holy shit, dude. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, but my mother was on some crazy shit, man. This is one time, right? So my youngest brother, his father. This motherfucker was wild, bro. Like he was like big, like 6'2", 6'3", probably like 220. Was just like big ass motherfuckers. I don't know why, but he would get like he would get drunk, man, and wild out and shit. And so one day she was like, "I'm gonna kick him out. He's done."
Yeah.
And so my mother was just like, and so her friend Cheese, like they were in like prison together. They were like apparently a thing. Like my mother used to sell dope too. Like it was crazy.
Damn.
Sell dope and like fucking stolen TVs and shit.
So do you know who your dad is? I'm not trying to be fucking funny.
Yeah, nah. So I mean, like she never. So like she always knew who my father was, but I never knew of him.
Oh, you never knew him? You never met him?
Never met him. Nah, I got a picture on my phone of him. It's like from an article.
Like, gotta be Hispanic. Gotta be some Hispanic dude.
Nah, bro, he's black.
No, dude, there's no way. You got some Hispanic in you somewhere, bro. Nah. You could see it. It's somewhere. I'm somewhere there. Your mom's not telling you the whole truth. Nah. She's like, well, you know, I don't want to know. It's Mark Anthony somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you the truth.
Yeah, say I wouldn't be mad, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, nah, like she was me on some wild shit. But yeah, so she was gonna kick him out, and so she just called a bunch of people over, and like my mother knew a lot of people too from like prison and whatnot, and yeah, motherfuckers bring over like MP5s and shit, were like stuffing this bitch like under the counter, like they were like ready to kill him if we got like crazy, because he would just get wild like that. But it didn't get crazy like that, fortunately.
That's wild, bro. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any crazy stories like that, you know, but. Other than my dad used to beat my mom. That's the only wild shit that we saw, you know.
See, my dad used to do that shit, and then that's when my mother shot his ass.
Your dad's dead, right?
Yeah. He didn't die from that though. No, he died from like. As a matter of fact, actually, he died at like the age of 30.
From what?
I think he had some sort of like cancer. I think it was some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
But it wasn't from the shot.
Nah. She shot him in like the shoulder or some shit.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, 38 snub nose.
Jesus Christ. That just sounds like apparently my dad, well, I used to talk about that. My uncles are drug dealers and gang members in Honduras. And apparently the story is my family that my uncles killed my grandfather because they heard that he was going to give everything to my dad. Like he was old already, right? And he signed over everything to my dad, like everything. And so then my uncles got upset with it, right? Because they wanted a piece, so they went and they poisoned him and they forged everything to give it to themselves. And my dad found out the day he died, like he didn't know until days later or months or weeks later. And so then he was like, I'm gonna go up there. He's like, if you come up here, we're gonna kill you too. Don't come up here. That's it. Just don't come up here anymore. So apparently my dad can't go to Honduras no more. Because my uncles want to kill my dad because he wants to take a piece of what they already took.
Man, hell no.
So like, what the fuck?
I'm about to gather an army. We about to go get my shit back.
It's just my dad. You get me? Like my dad's not gathering no fucking. He's a criminal himself. He's just all my dad and all people in his family. They're all criminals. Every fucking single one. They're all criminals, right? I don't know why, but it's just the way they are. But my dad's like I don't know how you call it, blue collar criminal, like somebody that is a criminal towards like in his business and stuff like that. Like not really like
That's
I'm gonna steal
That's white collar.
white collar, whatever. He's just a criminal like
Yeah,
that.
like fraud, embezzlement.
He does stuff like that. Something my dad does, right? He's like, he when he had his business, he would like do shit like shady shit, like he would charge the company like a shit ton of money to fix something that wasn't broken. You get me? And like break it and then show that it's broken and then fix it again. You get me?
But then like pocket the extra.
And then pocket the extra money. You know what I'm saying? My dad's like a criminal like that. And like he like would like make people work for them and never pay them. You know what I'm saying? And like fire them. But like my dad was a fucking douche.
That's
like that type of fucking criminal. You know what I'm saying? My dad's a fucking terrible person. But I've never seen criminal like killing each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen that before. So I don't know who in my family's like that, but I know. Yeah, I don't really know. But and my mom's side, most of Puerto Ricans are all drug addicts and addicted to fucking alcohol and stuff like that. Most of them. My grandfather died from heroin overdose. Because I'm sorry, he didn't die from that's. Let me change that because that's.
Was it right. Poison his heroin?
No. He was a heroin addict, right? And one day he's taking heroin. It's the story my mom tells me. And one of his friends came over. Was like, "Hey, dude, I got this really good heroin. You want to try?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." And my grandfather told me, "You don't have your own needle." I was like, "No, I don't have them. Let me use yours." Like, "No, I can't. It's personal." Like my grandma's very clean. He has his own little needle. So he's like, "Oh, then you take it." So my grandfather ended up taking his heroin and fell asleep. And the dude took out his arm, poked himself, right, and gave it back to my grandfather. He used it the next day to do another heroin. He ended up getting AIDS and dying like a few months later or some shit like that. You know, the guy had AIDS and he didn't know.
So back then it was probably called GRID.
GRID?
Yeah, that's what they used to call AIDS.
Really? GRID?
Yeah, gay-related immunodeficiency.
That's bullshit.
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's what they used to call it. Because back in the day, they used to think AIDS was only transmittable between like gay men.
Oh, okay. So you'll go to the doctor and be like, "Oh, you got AIDS." It's like, "I'm not gay." It's like, "Sure, you're not." Yeah. So like you'll always be labeled gay. Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
and until like people started like getting their heads out of their ass and being like, "Okay, hey, this is transmittable through sex in general, and it's not just
So who came up with the idea that it was only transmitted to gays?
I don't know. Probably some fucking weird old white doctor.
Is that your phone or my phone? I keep on hearing some kind of vibration.
I think it's John texting now.
Oh, it's John. Yeah. Fucking John. Fuck you, John. If you see this, fuck you. Just kidding.
I didn't say that,
Dude, when did they start? I wonder when they started like thinking that, like, hey, it's only gay dudes. Maybe because the first people that got it were gay.
I mean, that's probably when it became like prevalent. Yeah, it was like in the queer community, and then. But I mean, I don't know. People just always hated like queer people. It was just crazy. Like, how would you hate someone because of like who they fuck? Like that's why.
I don't give a shit. I just don't like the gays that try to make me tell them say my name as she, he, all this. Those are people that I don't like.
But what's wrong though? What if like someone's like, "Yo, hey, say call me by this nickname"?
It's just too much.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. If that's all you're asking of me, like if I have to interact with you, and like that's all you require of me is just hey, refer to me as this. Like that doesn't cost anything.
Listen, I bring back the regular gays where they were just gay dude and gay woman, and they were just live their lives and they held hands. I can care less. I don't give a shit. But then they got the new ones. These all new age gays where they're like, oh, call me he, call me her, call me. I'm a man. I'm a dude. I'm a. It's like, dude, stop. Look. You're getting too much. Do it yourself. Do what you want to do. I can care less what you're doing in closed doors and then my business. But if I meet you and if I think you're a sir, I'm gonna be like, hey, how's it going, sir? To be respectful. Don't stop me and tell me my name is Vanessa. I'm a woman. Call me ma'am. Look, you're doing way too much. I was trying to be cordial. You fucked it up. I don't go around telling people like, hey, call me fucking Big Dick Willie. Like what? Why would I call you that? It's vulgar. Right. Like that's what I want to be called. Like doesn't make any sense. It's fun,
That's a horrible example, Big Dick Willie.
That's
vulgar, but sir, man, like, sir,
yeah, I guess I digress. It was just too much, maybe. But I just the whole because my sister's gay, and that's fine, right? Like, but she doesn't go
over there.
Yeah, but my sister is gay, but she doesn't require none of that bullshit. Like, call me this or I look like this or. She doesn't require that. Just, hey, what's up? How's it doing? What's up, dude? What's up? Whatever. Like, she doesn't get mad about it because she's the old gay, right? The old gays. when they don't care about that stuff. The new gays was like,
queers.
yeah, the throwback queers, where they, they're just normal people. They're fighting for gay marriage. Well, you got it. That's it. Look, you're asking for too much. Now you want me to paint my fucking flag on my Facebook page with the gay colors because I support you guys? Look, chill.
I mean, I don't know if they're asking everybody to do that. I think people just do that
because they wanna project like, hey, I'm cool with the gay community, which is only a small community. You know that, right?
I don't see. This is my thing. I don't see why businesses like try to shut out that community because like, yo, if I'm a business, like let's say I sell fucking hats, bro. Hats are for fucking anybody who's got a goddamn head. You can wear this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like businesses will like exclude like those communities, like the queer community, trans community. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like that's a business. They're people too. They got hats, they got heads, like sell.
They don't sell to the gay community, is that what you're saying?
Like some businesses are like that, bro. Like there's a whole beef about the cake. The lady who had the fucking cake business, she didn't want to, because two gay dudes came in, they were like, we're gonna get married, we want a cake, and she didn't want to do it because it goes against her Christian religion.
No. I heard that one. I think I read it. It was a Christian bakery or whatever, or a Catholic bakery or something like that, right? And apparently they wanted to write something fucking nasty on it, like whatever, and withdraw a dick or something. Yeah, it was something.
No,
I read something like that.
All the articles, whatever conservative fucking like.
I read on MAGA.com.
Yeah, MAGA.com. Bro,
no, I read something like that apparently they wanted to write something vulgar on it. It wasn't just like Matt and Keith, love forever. It wasn't like that. It was something like Matt and Keith for fucking, and then draw like a little penis, love you or suck you or something like that. And they were like, look, we're not doing that. Like this. Send
me the facts.
All right, I'll send it to you. I wish we had Google right now because then this is the time to pull it up.
Look, hey, whenever this podcast is bigger, just what you need a fucking
a producer, yeah.
Fucking be like,
I'll get a producer so you can fact check us on live. Yeah, so I can look stupid or you can look stupid.
Yeah, just rub each other's face in it.
Yeah, be like, yeah, fuck you, right. Pull it up, I don't know. That's what I read, so we'll see. Now I'm gonna look it up when we're done here because I'm gonna fucking send you that text. Be like, bastard, look. So that you can see what I feel like.
That's a magaganda right there.
Yeah, MAGA fucking.
The magaganda.
You gonna do comedy tonight? If we go.
I mean, yeah, if you guys go, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, let's see if we can get out of there early, man. See if we can get out early so we can do the Holistic Connection tonight. We haven't done Holistic Connection in a little while.
Probably 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it'll be good tonight, to go down there and tell some of the old jokes that we got.
Yeah,
see anything works.
Shit. I might try a little bit of my new shit.
This Tuesday, we're going to hit fucking the East Room, bro. We got to get there fucking early, bro.
Yeah, on time, man.
We got to get there fucking early.
Time.
Yeah, John fucked us with the wrong time, and I didn't double check. 8:30 was when it starts, but that's not the time that the buckets get pulled out.
So we gotta be what, like 7:30?
Yeah, we're gonna leave this fucking place at 7:00, bro. No fucking excuses. 7:00, get there by 7:45 and sign up. Hopefully they pull our names and we should be good to go. Fucking do our set, bro. I think that Tuesday night we would have had a good set, bro.
Yeah.
It seemed like a really fun crowd. I'm not gonna lie. They were up for the bullshit, and it started off slow, but I think we could have got it, I think we could have got it. So.
Yeah, I think that's all we're missing, man, is just like the crowd.
A good crowd.
The crowd is like crowd is everything. The crowd is the feedback. The crowd tells you what's wrong, what needs to be fixed. Yeah. And that's why I understand like people who don't write, like, because at first, when I first started, it was like, man, I don't want to write it down just because I'm kind of lazy,
procrastinator.
But then, like, eventually I started writing shit down, and, like, now that, like, I write shit down, I can see things, I can move shit around, I can, like, help rebuild the joke, whereas, like, if I'm just trying to keep everything in here, like, I'm not going to be able to do all that, like, unless I'm fucking Rain Man or something.
Yeah. It's hard to remember everything, bro. Like, I see that you remember all your jokes before you go up there. I'm surprised you don't come with like a book or a phone.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. Like once I get a joke to where I like it, like not saying I won't improve it, but like, once I get to a point where like at that moment, okay, I think it's good, then I'll read it and I'll memorize it. And then and also too, like I'll fucking leave room for like my jokes to like, because I don't always go exactly by script. So like sometimes I'll like swap different words in and out just in case, because sometimes I forget, but it's always good to have like another word to use. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like it just, because if I remember everything, like it just helps me when I'm on stage, because then I can fuck around and still have that shit appear and not have to be like fucking around. Okay, where was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta. I try to remember as much as possible, but I don't put anything in my head unless it's the joke that I know that it's gonna be good for a show, right? So like I just work on stuff. Like last night I worked on some new shit. Some of it hit. I can't really tell if everything hit because I don't know what the fuck happened to my camera last night, but I think because I set it up for the microphones, and I took the microphones off last night, and then the volume for the actual camera was too low. So like the volume is very faint on the back of the video. So I'm trying to raise it up. So I have to like watch the video with my ear on the thing to see. And you can't really tell. All you get is fucking John's crazy ass laugh in the background. Like, fuck, John, your fucking laugh overtook the microphone. So I couldn't tell what jokes really hit. But I know last night some of the jokes that I said hit because I can tell that the crowd was laughing. But I wish the camera can get me better so I can know what jokes to use. Because I want to start using some new jokes here in the next couple of weeks, like all brand new jokes.
Do you like when you write your jokes, do you ever like categorize them?
No.
You just like write whatever jokes.
Yeah, I think I'm too all over the place to do that. So I just try to write all my jokes, and whatever a joke hits, I highlight the joke in yellow, right? And I know it works. And then so I try to put all my jokes together, like the ones that work, and then use them at different sets, different places. And then I know which one is working out, and then I know I record myself and see what tag to put, what works, and whichever ones that got the best laughs, and I put all those together, and I try that, like all that 5 minutes. I'll try that on a week that I know I'm about to do a show, or a week that I think that it's gonna be a good place. So like I have my joke somewhere, right? And then like let's say we go on Thursday and like I'm gonna do brand new stuff, but the crowd's really big. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try these jokes that we've been working on. I'll scratch all this, I'll work on this. So I pull up because I have a thing with my jokes and I have like my sets as a page. So I have 5 minute sets and 10 minute sets. So I look at my 5 minute sets, like, oh, all this works. So I'm gonna use this tonight. And then I kind of read off that and see what worked, because I already know those jokes, how to say them. I just need to remember what joke I'm going to. That's why I look at my phone. So I'm looking at the first couple words. I'm like, oh, I know that joke. Let me start saying it, Because then when it's new, I have to look at the joke for a few seconds. Like, all right, let me just say it like this. And I say it and see how it worked on camera. It's a lot of fucking work, bro. Like, this, obviously. It's a lot of fucking work to do jokes. It's just not like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a process, like, I mean, the highlighting, that's a good idea. I'm gonna start highlighting my shit.
Yeah,
but I like break all my shit down by category. Like, if I'm doing like political jokes, like this folder is for all my political jokes. If I'm doing fucking jokes about being light skinned, these are all my light skinned jokes. Because at first I started just writing jokes as I came, and then like trying to build a set out of that. But it really wasn't working. And it's like, I kind of just, for me, like breaking it up by categories. And then I'm gonna bring the highlighting thing as a good idea.
It works, yeah. It works.
I'm gonna start highlighting out of that, like the shit that does work, and then so that way I know, like, okay, hey, I'm going to a fucking poo poo pee crowd. Like, we talk about some poo poo pee shit. This is my poo poo pee folder, and these are all the jokes. These ones are highlighted because these ones work. Like, these are good, at least for now. So I'm gonna use those or whatever. So
yeah, I started a new list, which is my clean jokes, because I want to start doing some clean stuff because after reading the book, like, if I could start off with a couple clean jokes, kind of catch the crowd, reel them in, and then go with a dirty one, and then try to go on with another clean one to see how that flows. Because I've seen a lot of comedians, like big comedians, they'll start off like their big sets, whatever, like kind of clean, kind of nice, kind of easing everybody in. Because I feel like if you start too strong, or like rape this kid, some stupid shit like that, you're like, all right. Because you noticed that on that week that John did all his fucking dick jokes at once. And we're like, you just stomped on the whole fucking crowd. Like, I was like, it's too much, too fast, So I noticed when you start off clean, soft, kind of like joking around, everybody's like, all right, I'm relaxed, I'm ready to hear what's going on.